Hey guys, Dave here. I'm going to be reviewing the Maxpedition Falcon 2 backpack. I've had this bag for 10 years now. I have a pretty good idea of the good and the bad and where I would recommend it and where I would not recommend it. Let's start with the specs here. It is a 23-liter bag. It is made of 1050 denier nylon. This stuff is indestructible almost. I highly recommend it. I'll show you a close-up of the bag material. This is 10 years later, so I've used it for kayaking, canoeing, hiking, EDC for the city. First, I'm going to go over just the specs and the design and everything else, and then I'll go over some of my final thoughts on the bag. Okay, so here is the material right here. You can see it. To be honest, it looks brand new. So you have this compression strap up here. I use it to put my jacket in here when I'm hot and I'm hiking. Up here, a small admin pouch. Down here, another pouch, another Maxpedition bag. And then here you've got a few places for pens and so forth. Moving on to the middle pouch here. All right, let me set up here the middle pouch here. In here, got a whole bunch of gear. I'll go over my gear in another video. But in here, you can go further down, another Maxpedition pouch. And it goes pretty far down. Up here, heavy duty handle. So these are also compression straps from here and here to compress all this, but I also use it to attach things as well, because I really don't need a compression. I need space. So again, I opened it up. I have my jacket here. I got a 10 by 10 tarp, some food. I got a saw. There's a pouch up here at the top with a zipper. There's one pouch here as well. A note for this one, I'd rather have another pouch here and move this one down further. That's just my preference as well. All right, so here you can see more MOLLE webbing all the way across here. I use this to attach my axe. These zippers, these Y2K zippers are crazy strong. I've actually lifted this whole bag by these things a few times, kind of by accident, kind of laziness, you name it. On the back here, underneath this zipper here, you can put in a water bladder. And then here are your straps with more webbing, D-rings. Okay, so where am I going to criticize this bag? Here's one part right now. These straps are pretty thin. They're good if you don't overload this bag. I've loaded it pretty good. But if I added actually a bag underneath here and I attached more things on the outside, I would definitely not be too happy with this thin padding. The other one is the one where the load bearing is here. This is no padding here whatsoever. Right, this is just some webbing, right? So that's another downside. It was not thick enough here, which I get it. It's a small bag, and that's the purpose of it. But if you fill it up really heavy and you attach things on the outside that this gear is designed to attach things on the outside, then I would have put something more, even this minimum here. That's what I would have done. So that's my opinion. Now I've had it for, again, 10 years, right? Look at this. You see that? What's happening here is it ripped. If you look at this one, right? So I thought this webbing goes through all the way through. It doesn't. It just ends here. So they just stitched up to here and that's it, which kind of doesn't make it very strong. But I'm assuming the reason why it stopped right here is because this stitching right here might have a strip inside here. I can't, yeah, there feels like something in here, so maybe it keeps going. But anyways, that's my criticism. I have actually broken the bag a little bit. This is not from any abuse, this is just wear and tear, really. Could have been some abuse, I don't know, but I don't think so. So that's my criticism of the bag, is the padding. It should have better padding, and I would have definitely made the stitchings better around through that. Where would I take this bag? Hiking, canoeing, kayaking, any day trips. EDC, amazing EDC. For city use, I would highly recommend this bag for the city. Overnight, it just doesn't have the capacity. That's the only issue, is capacity. It just doesn't have the weight, and because even if you did load it up like crazy, you don't have the support, the padding to handle the load. And yeah, maybe you could do it for 30 minutes to an hour of a hike. You start getting past an hour, you're gonna start feeling it on the shoulders and the hips maybe. So that's why I would not recommend this for an overnighter. And thanks for watching, guys, and if you like the video, subscribe, like the video, it really helps me a lot, and have a good one.